Welcome to my channel. So today we are going to talk about 10 countries that are easier for you to migrate and settle down with your family. So I'm going to break down to you the routes, that is the pathway routes that you can use, where you can move your family to these countries through visa sponsorship jobs, and the requirements, and exactly what's going to help you to become successful. So please watch this video up to the end, and of course all this information I'm giving you is what I have researched. So even you can go ahead and also do your own research further. But what I'm telling you is the correct thing. First of all, I'm going to talk about Canada. Canada, we all know people love to go to Canada. And why is that? They have a labor shortage that is they're experiencing right now. So they're looking for migrants to fill up that labor gap. So why Canada? Why do people love to travel to Canada and move in with their families? It is one of the world's most immigrant-friendly countries. They do accept migrant people who are moving to Canada through visa sponsorship jobs, and of course, in the process, you're also going to be given a permanent residency, and you and your family are able to settle down, put down roots, and also do investment and be part and parcel of Canada community. Also, they have labor shortages in healthcare, in construction, truck, skilled trade, IT, agriculture, and engineering. Like I said before, they have a labor shortage because they have a big number of elderly senior members in society who have retired. So there's that gap in the market. So yes, they're looking into migrants to fill that labor gap. So if you have such skills, especially in the healthcare, in the IT sector, in the construction sector, in the truck assisting, in the agriculture engineering, please fill up those positions and move with your family because Canada is waiting for you. Also, family members can usually accompany the main applicant, which is allowed by the immigration rules that Canada has set up. And the reason why Canada has done that is basically to encourage people to move to Canada with their families, to literally promote their country as a friendly place for migrants to settle down. And of course, in the process, they're able to fill that labor shortage in their country. Also, the children of the migrants who have settled down in Canada, you're able to receive public education, which is also another incentive for people why they want to choose Canada over the rest of the world. And the permanent resident pathway are among the clearest globally, and they're very competitive. As long as you have the necessary requirements and the necessary skills that they're looking for, getting a permanent residence in Canada through visa sponsorship is very easy, as long as you have the necessary requirements and the skills that they're looking for in the area of the labor shortages they're trying to fill up. Okay, so the main visa sponsorship route for Canada is as follows. There is express entry. Also, there is provision nominee program, that is the PNP. Also, there is the employer-sponsored work permits and the Atlantic Immigration Program. And for those who are younger, in the 18-19, you can use the student visa program, where you go, you study, and the process, once you've graduated, then you can transition to the work visa sponsorship program. Okay. Then the permanent route is as follow. Many skilled migrants receive permanent residency directly through express entry or after gaining Canadian work experience. The processing can be relatively fast compared with many countries, and that's the reason why majority of people prefer Canada, because it's very immigrant friendly. So for those who are interested to become Canada citizen, this is what you need to understand. Usually it's going to take you around 3 years of physical presence within a 5-year period as a permanent residency, and you are going to know the language and citizenship test required, because that's what they're going to test you, the languages of Canada, that is French, and of course English. You need to know about that. And then of course then they're also going to test you about the citizenship. They want to know, do you know the knowledge of Canada? That's what they want to find out. And if you pass the test, then you're on your way to become a citizen of Canada. So the best jobs that migrant people can settle down in Canada are as follow. You can the ones which are in demand, and they have that labor shortages, and they're looking for migrants to fill that labor shortages. And remember, these are skill-based type of jobs. And then of course, if you have the skills, then of course getting the permanent residency, you moving there is easier, and of course you'll be on your route to become a citizen of Canada after a period of 3 years as a permanent residency within a 5-year period of living in Canada, and in process you become a citizen once you pass citizenship of Canada test and the language test, and of course other requirements. And also don't break the law. If you break the law, trust me, chances of you getting that citizenship will be very hard. So the best job for those who are interested are as follow: nurses, caregivers, truck drivers, welders, electricians, software developers, accountants. These are the areas where they're looking for people. So if you have these skills, please apply. Canada is waiting for you. Then we have Australia. Why Australia is best for people who are interested to move and settle down with family through the visa sponsorship job. First of all, you're going to enjoy getting a high salary. Then the other thing, they have a strong economy, so it's very good. They are welcoming to migrants because the economy is allowing them to bring in people to settle down and to fill that labor shortages. Also, they have large demand for skilled migrants. Like I said, they have a big population of elderly people, senior citizens who have retired, so there's a market gap and they don't have enough people to fill that labor shortages within the country. That's the reason why they're sourcing outside there. And if they source for that job for you out there, when they announce for those visa sponsorship jobs and they feel you are the right person to fill that particular job, then you're allowed to move to Australia and settle down, and of course settle down with your family, and you'll be on your way to have a permanent residency, and in the process also in the long run to become a citizen of Australia. And excellent quality of life. There's work-life balance. Your children, your future children also will have a great opportunity. Like they say, as long as you're willing to work in Australia, work hard, then you'll be able to enjoy a good life in Australia, as long as you're not lazy. So yes, they have excellent quality of life. The health facility, the education facility are world class. The kind of job you do, the laws that have been put in place to protect workers are also world class. So yes, the human rights, they follow the human rights civil up to the core. If you're being abused at work, they follow through it. If you literally encounter any injustices, they will follow through it. So yes, they have excellent quality of life. Then the visa sponsorship route that you can use, those who are interested, is as follow. There is the skills in demand visa. Then there's employer nomination scheme. Then there's skill independent visa 189, and then there's the skill nominated visa 190. So the permanent residence route is as follow. Some skill visa grant permanent residency directly, while employer sponsored workers can transition to permanent residency after meeting the requirements. For those who are interested to become Australian citizens, this is what you need to understand. Usually it's going to take you a period of 4 years to be of lawful residency. So do not break any laws. That's the reason they say usually it's going to take you 4 years of lawful residency. And if you end up breaking any laws, believe me, chances of you becoming a citizen of that country is going to be very, very high. And the other requirement is you must hold a permanent residency for at least 12 months before applying for that citizenship. So the best jobs for those who are interested to move under the skilled sector, and it's easier directly and it's faster, is if you are a nurse, teachers, electricians, carpenters, engineers, software developers, aged care workers. These are the sectors where they're looking for migrants who have this type of skill because they have a labor shortage and they want to fill it. Also, New Zealand is another area where they are very migrant friendly. So for those who are interested, please stay tuned. New Zealand is looking for you. So let me tell you the breakdown for you, what is required of you. Why New Zealand? It's family friendly, good work-life balance, significant labor shortages. Like I said, they have a big number of elderly or citizens who have retired, and they have a labor shortage. So the jobs are there, but people who can fill those jobs are not many. That's the reason why they are sourcing from outside the country. The visa sponsorship route for New Zealand is as follow. You must be accredited employer work visa program, and then there's the green list occupation, and then there's the skilled migrant category. That is the visa sponsorship route for those who are interested to move to New Zealand. And then the permanent resident route is as follow. Workers in green list occupations often have faster residency pathway, and for you to become a citizen, then it will take you a matter of 5 years of residency in New Zealand. Then after finishing the 5 years of residency in New Zealand, then now you can apply to become a citizen of New Zealand. So these are the areas where they're looking for labor to fill up that market gap, the labor shortage gap. So if you're a nurse in the health sector, nurse, doctors, electricians, plumbers, teachers, engineers, construction workers, these are the areas they're looking for people who have these skills to fill that labor shortage. And so New Zealand is ready for you. So if you have this kind of skills, please apply. All right, so basically those are the three countries I'm talking about, which are very friendly for those who are interested to move to those countries. So I break it down for you, so to make it easier for you. I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm gonna end it here. So stay tuned for part 2. So please guys, subscribe to my channel. And yes, my name is Yeshika and this is my channel. Please apply. I mean, these opportunities are there, so please apply. You don't need to pay somebody a lot of money to apply for this job. You can literally apply online and get this opportunity, because for me, these videos, I usually break it down, everything that is required of you. And to get this visa sponsorship job, if you look at my video, I always tell you where you can get this type of job and how you can apply for those jobs. And remember, if you have the skills, make sure you getting that job is easy as long as you apply and following the right channel. So guys, thank you so much, and until next time, bye bye.